What is up, everybody? Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, children of adult ages. Because if you're a child below the age of an adult, you probably shouldn't be here.
It's actually not recommended based off the channel.
This is facts. Welcome in. We are back. We are Beyond Us. Specifically, right now, we are representing the subcategory Beyond Sports. I am Daniel, joined once again by Brett.
Hello.
And we are back for our week. What is this? Week 9?
Yes.
Week 9. We are officially on the halfway week of the regular
That's
season.
scary.
We're officially on the halfway week of the regular season.
Big.
Let's get it out of the way. Thursday night, Brett and I both picked Philadelphia to win that game, minus 14. They did win that game, but only by 12. So we got it wrong by 2 points.
It is unfortunate.
Really upsetting.
Yeah. Expected more out of the Eagles going against the Texans.
But Philadelphia 8-0.
True.
First time in their seasoned history that they've ever had an 8-0 start to a season. And real quick, just while we're in the world of football, I just want to talk about something I saw on my news feed earlier today. It has nothing to do with the NFL, but it has to do with high school football. There was a high school Florida football team. This is just crazy enough that I want to tell this real quick. Okay. Florida high school football team played against a team from Canada, also high school football. Okay. And the game was called at halftime because the score was 96-0.
Wow. I think I saw that post. Now that you mention it, I think I saw that. Like it was like a meme, like, oh, just casually putting up 96 points on a Canadian team or something like that.
Yeah, 96? That's insane.
That's rough.
I saw the numbers. It was something like 5 offensive touchdowns, 4 defensive touchdowns, 6 safeties or something like that. Like, it's just dumb. Look, don't take this the wrong way, but team that lost, it's time to shut down that organization. Y'all don't play football no more. Because I also saw the stats from their last 5 games, and it was something like they had lost their last 5 games by like a total of 226-6.
That's horrible.
Bro, y'all ain't supposed to play football. Yeah, so
like your players might not want to be there.
No. So we won't be seeing anyone from that team ever in the NFL.
Yo, how about that story? I was on a team
that got blasted 96-0 at halftime, and I made the NFL.
Quarterback in the NFL.
That'd be dope. Oh, you ain't a quarterback. You're a lineman at best.
Yeah.
You are not a position player. Otherwise, something should have happened.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you don't get that opportunity.
If the score is 53-0 at the end of the first quarter, guess who's playing the second quarter? The entire bench. Right? You're not taking all your starters out?
I would think so.
All right. Anyway, I just thought that was crazy. I wanted to share that real quick. Let's talk about how last week went. Last week, we actually made a good push towards trying to get back to even. We went 10-5, both of us. We're still in the negative.
Oh.
And Philly losing that spread for us put us a little deeper in the negative.
Didn't help.
We're still at 4 pushes. Win-loss record 57-63. We're close. We're close. If we have another 10-5 week, well, we can't because it's only going to be 12 more games. So let's say we go 10-3. We would be in the positive.
We can do that, right?
No.
Come on, I think we can.
We're currently 0-1.
Look, listen.
You telling me you feel good about only getting 2 of these other games wrong?
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Well, then let's get
Absolutely.
started.
Yeah.
Brett, Indianapolis at New England. What you think? Indy getting
England.
5.5.
New England.
That-
I don't know who's their quarterback. It could be Jones. It could be Zappy. It could be the random guy that Bill Belichick picks out of the stadium.
Might be
You know,
Bobby
he picks one
Boucher.
Bobby Boucher. I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take New England.
I'm taking New England.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Here's a
All right,
harder
Colts.
one. Here's a harder one, surprisingly. Go ahead, say it, Brett. Go ahead.
Green Bay's going to Detroit. Detroit's getting 3.5.
All right, what you got? What you got?
Look. If we're just being realistic as Packer fans,
It's
Detroit
over.
probably wins
It's
this
over.
fucking game, right? If Detroit wins this game,
It's
we
over.
literally don't have a chance.
Oh
It's
no, if Detroit
absolutely-
wins this game,
Yeah.
Green Bay
Over.
season is over. Y'all might as well start throwing for a draft pick.
Like the previous losses were like, oh guys, it's bad. If we lose to Detroit, it's over.
That's it. It would put you
We're
too
not
far
coming
in the
back
hole
from
behind
that.
Minnesota.
Yeah, we're not coming back.
I already think you might be too far in the hole behind Minnesota.
we might be, but this is
This would seal it. This would be the nail in the coffin. Yeah.
But
We'll
Green
give
Bay
them one
should
more
be the
week.
better-
We'll give them
They
one more
should be
week
the-
before they get that nail.
Yeah, they should be the better team here.
Yeah.
It's the same old Lions right now.
Yeah.
It has not been the same old Packers, unfortunately. But yeah, still going with Green Bay.
I'm gonna take Green Bay as well.
They should win this. I hope they win this by
40.
more than 3.5
40.
points. I hope they.
I hope the
yard.
score at halftime is 96-0. Hey, yo, real talk. The score at halftime is 96-0, and y'all still find a way to lose. Y'all are fired.
Yeah, somebody's getting fired.
I'm gonna take Green Bay with you. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Chargers heading over to the ATL, taking on the Falcons. Falcons getting 3.
I liked the Falcons before they got points.
Yeah,
if
I
I'm
like
being
the Falcons here. I think
Um,
that the Chargers are just a little shaky. Now they are coming off of a bye, and that could be very beneficial.
Could be
Well
be.
rested. Could go the other way. Could be rusty. But I like Atlanta here. Atlanta won last week, took control of their division. The only team currently in the NFC South that doesn't have a losing record, which is such a weird sentence.
It's very odd, but
Because going into the season, I would have thought they would be in last place in that division. I'm gonna take Atlanta.
yeah, I'm taking Atlanta. Now this next game can be a little more difficult. All right, so you have would have been the dominant Buffalo Bills,
6-1.
6-1.
Only team in the AFC to have only one loss.
Yes. Going up against the Jets, who have not been playing bad.
No, they lost last week, but it was to New England.
Yes.
Which, history, it's the divisional game. It's always a little sketchy.
There was a lot of thought that they could lose that game.
Yeah,
even though
Belichick
they
knows
have been playing
knows
really
the Jets really well.
But the Jets are getting 11.5 points. 11.5. Now, this isn't just the Jets from the past, 7, 8, 9 seasons. This is the Jets team that have been playing football. What are your thoughts?
That's so much.
It's a lot.
11.5 is so much.
It is a lot of points, man. A lot of points.
It's not enough though, is it?
No, I don't.
Buffalo's
think it is.
that good.
I think I'm taking Buffalo here.
Me too.
I don't feel.
I don't feel
about
great
it,
about
for
it
the
in the
record.
slightest.
I feel good about a lot of Buffalo picks. I don't feel good about this one.
I'm gonna be
I think the
real.
spread's a little.
We're 4 picks
But,
in, and I already think we're going negative.
all right, I'm gonna need you to calm the hell down. All right, calm down.
Well, between
All right,
Green Bay and Buffalo here, who
look,
knows?
look, look. Moving on. All
All
right,
right.
moving on.
Oh, the team that's going to win the division instead of Green Bay,
Well,
Minnesota.
I mean, because yeah, Minnesota against the Commanders.
He just
Yeah.
stopped everything he was saying.
So,
Commanders getting +3, not enough.
no,
I don't
it's
think there's anything
not.
to be said here. Minnesota's
No.
that much better.
I will say, I still think Washington is a much better team with Heineke throwing the football.
Agreed,
Throwing that out there.
but not better
Still
than
not
Minnesota.
enough. No, not enough. Moving on to Carolina
Uh-huh.
Panthers.
Uh-huh.
Heading to face off against the Bengals.
AFC champs.
AFC champs. Bengals down 7.5. They're favorites.
As they
Joe
should
Burrow, yes. A note again for anyone that might not be aware. Chase is out for the rest of the season. Right? Is the rest of the season?
I don't know. Is it the rest of the season?
I'm not sure. I know he's out. I know he was having surgery.
Ja'Marr Chase.
He's having hip surgery.
Looking at a multi-week absence after injuring his hip.
Might be back for the playoffs.
His expected recovery time is 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay. All right. Not for the season, but he is out for this game.
Yes.
But
T. Higgins is still playing.
Yep. And just for the record, we said that last week.
We did.
And it did not go well for them.
It didn't. But
unfortunately, Joe Burrow's offensive line only seems to get worse.
Luckily, I think Carolina is one of the lightest defenses that Chicago has played this year. Or not Chicago, Cincinnati. I don't know why I said Chicago. It would be the lightest defense Chicago's played too.
Probably, yeah.
But the Bengals have played a lot of really good defenses. They played Dallas. They last week they played Cleveland with a Myles Garrett back there just bull rushing. There's nothing really standout-ish about that Carolina defensive line.
No. I will say the most impressive thing I've seen from that defensive line is the game they had against the Bucs.
Yes, they beat the shit out of Tom Brady.
They got back there almost every play. It was disgusting.
We have to acknowledge it. The Bucs look bad.
Yeah, the Bucs look bad, so it's hard to give that too much weight, but it is still an accomplishment.
It is. I just think that
who are you choosing?
It's tough. I'd feel a lot better about it if it was like a 6.5, because I could definitely see Cincy winning by a touchdown. I'm going to take Cincinnati solely because I think that they've been beat up by good defenses, but they've also proven they can sort of protect against good defenses. They didn't play horribly against Dallas. And I think what happened last week, we have to attribute to the fact Cleveland's a divisional team. They play harder. Cleveland's fighting for their life right now because they're in a struggling position with their record, and they're just trying to hold on until Watson gets in. And Carolina's defense has had one good performance out of 8 games. I just trust Cincinnati a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think that the Bengals win this game. I think Carolina manages to keep it within this.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that happening. I hope not.
But we'll go ahead and move on.
Yep. So up next we have Miami heading to Chicago. Chicago getting +4.
Yeah.
Not enough.
We're just gonna skip over the Raiders game apparently.
Oh, I mean, yeah, fuck them. Let's do that one. I stand by my statement that Chicago does not get enough.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed. I'm also taking Miami.
All right, let's go back. We'll talk about them now. I was more excited about the Miami game.
So the Raiders are heading to Jacksonville.
Yeah, fuck that game.
Getting 2 points. We're apparently saying fuck that game, and I can kind of agree because I kind of don't know which team to pick because
they're both buns.
They've both been kind of ass lately. So
I just think one of them has been buns against better teams.
Yeah, I'm just going with the fact that one team does have better players, and that's the Raiders.
Yeah, I'll take Vegas.
They can get it done.
Yeah, I'll take Vegas. All right.
We chose the Miami to win. Moving on to Seattle versus the Cardinals.
Ooh, Seattle getting 2.
Seattle is getting 2.
That's surprising to me.
Favorites.
Seattle on a 3-game win streak. Cardinals lost last week. Call of Duty 2's out now. Like, how are we not looking at the game? I need that to stop being an excuse.
It really does. So I see no real reason.
No. Why Atlanta or why Arizona wouldn't be the underdog here.
Yeah, no real reason I see that.
Seattle wins this game outright. Getting points, there's no earth I don't take Seattle.
Yeah, I'm also taking Seattle.
Let's move on. The Rams, defending reigning champions of the NFL, heading down to Tampa Bay, getting 3.
I want to go on record. Both these teams have been playing like absolute ass.
They've been playing down.
Yep. They have not been playing great.
But one of them has been losing to better teams.
This is true. And that's LA.
And I think LA has the better put together team.
There's something very wrong on the Bucks team right now.
It's called pending retirement.
I don't know. Most people are saying it's Tom Brady. I'm seeing a lot of Tom Brady not getting help.
I'm seeing that too, but I've seen a lot of that in his career and him make it work. Brady has lost a step.
I don't know, man. When you throwing up dimes to Evans, you expect.
I mean, man's got to catch it. I'll give you that. But I have seen
all the same.
I have seen Tom Brady make gourmet meals out of garbage.
It's true.
And right now, Tom Brady is making garbage out of gourmet ingredients.
Now, I don't know if you heard this, but there is a rumor going around that Tom Brady knew about his divorce beforehand.
And so that's why he unretired.
Yes, so that he would be making less money during the divorce, and then he can pick up whatever job was going to pay more afterwards.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if that's true, and
I mean, kudos.
Yeah, that's smart. If that's true, that's very smart.
I mean, I'm going to keep it a buck. If he knew he was done, I would have just took the year off and been like, you gonna get half of what? Nothing? I would have been petty about it, but that's just me. I'm gonna take the Rams.
Also taking the Rams.
Let's move on. Sunday Night Football.
Yes. Titans heading into Kansas City. And they're going in plus 12.5. Lot of points. What you think?
I think this game comes down to whether or not King Henry can average more rushing yards than points they're getting in this spread. If he can average more than 12.5 yards per rush, then they solid. If he can't, I think Kansas City's just that much better.
Right.
In Kansas City, where it's rowdy as fuck, Tennessee's been kind of shaky. Tennessee is got the same record, but in a much less competitive division. And let's be honest, one of Kansas City's losses came to Buffalo, who are the clear favorites of the AFC.
It's true.
I trust Kansas City and especially Patrick Mahomes significantly more than I trust Ryan Tannehill.
All right.
By about 13 points. That's how much I trust them more.
About 13 points. I can't take the spread. I gotta choose the Titans in this one. I think Kansas City wins.
Wait, hold on. Let's just establish this, everybody, for the record. Brett, if you understand what he just said, Brett is officially saying Patty Mahomes can't beat the Titans by more than 12.
I don't know why you have to phrase it like that.
He don't trust Patrick Mahomes to win by more than 2 touchdowns.
I trust Patrick Mahomes to win football games, right? That's what I trust him to do.
He just doesn't trust him to dominate football games. I got you.
I think there's other factors in a football game besides the quarterback. And that's all I'm going to say on that matter. Moving on.
Lack of faith. I just would like to establish Patrick Mahomes, I trust you. I trust you.
I trust you to get it done too.
I trust you to get it done by 13.
This motherfucker. All right, Ravens. Heading to New Orleans.
Nolans. Heading down to Nolans?
Yeah, to face the Saints. Who are hometown dogs.
As they should be. They should be by a lot more. I'm taking Baltimore. There's no conversation needed. Baltimore is the better team by 30.
I am.
You could move that decimal point to the right, and I would still debate on taking Baltimore.
I'm not gonna go to that degree because Baltimore likes to
blow leads.
They like to blow.
Yeah, but they like to blow leads against good teams. Miami, Buffalo, the Giants, not the Saints.
Anyway,
Andy Dalton's the starter.
Is he still starting? I don't think he's starting. I think they benched him.
For who?
Hold on.
Andy Dalton. Saints coach 2 days ago said Andy Dalton will be the starter moving forward. That's permanent.
That's unfortunate. That's real unfortunate. They should have put Hill as the starter if they want any chance to win football games.
Hey, how you feel about moving that decimal point to the right now?
Better.
Definitely taking the Ravens.
Yeah, taking the Ravens. Really going forward, that's a bold move. I
can't.
I think they have kickers that could throw the ball, right? Like, I'm sorry.
You can get Kamara to do a little shovel pass.
Oh man.
If I punt the ball, can my own receiver catch it? No. Can we do that? Can that count? I would like to establish, if you could punt with that level of accuracy, yes. If you can punt a ball to get a receiver in stride, you're a god.
What I'm hearing is the Saints need to sign Pat McAfee to be their starting quarterback.
Yes. Pat McAfee's the only man to ever kick himself an onside kick. So
that's True.
which was
So
legendary.
we do have 6 teams that have a bye this week, which
So
is
weird.
a large amount of teams for how many weeks we have. It's odd that
Especially
they
when
do
last
that.
week we only had 2 teams on a bye.
Yeah, it's odd.
But we got 3 from the AFC, 3 from the NFC. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Denver over on the AFC, which all of them sitting at 3 and 5 or worse. Maybe this is a good time to recalibrate. You know, Denver and Cleveland both at 3 and 5. Granted, they both won last week. Pittsburgh on a losing streak, 2 and 6. Maybe this is a good time to recalibrate. On the NFC side of things, San Francisco, they're at a nice 500, 4 and 4. Dallas and the Giants both sitting at 6 and 2.
Probably not the greatest time for them to get a bye.
Maybe for the Giants. The Giants lost last week.
True.
I don't know. I mean, I think if I remember correctly, Dallas comes back off this bye against Chicago. No, they just beat Chicago. Oh, they come back off their bye against the Packers. Dallas has the Packers next week. Yikes. All right, well, 7-2.
I hope I see something very impressive this week.
I hope I see Detroit put in work.
And let's not see that. I want you to be conflicted.
You want me to be conflicted next week?
I want this game to happen somehow, and like next week comes around, like, fuck, I know what Green Bay did last week. I might have to think about this a little bit.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Green Bay could win this game this week by 30, and I would still trust Dallas's defense to beat the dog shit out of Green Bay's offense. Green Bay offense has been struggling against shit teams.
Yeah.
You are going to put them against arguably the best defense in the league?
Not on purpose.
That's not going to look good. Yo, Micah Parsons is going to have a field day.
I would like him to calm down just a little bit.
Just a little bit?
I want Aaron Rodgers to play the rest of the season.
Oh.
If you could please oblige.
Just don't hurt him.
Please don't hurt him.
When you tackle him, do it with a pillow.
Lay him down gently.
Just pick his ass up and then be like, "I got you," and just cradle his ass to the ground.
Did you see? I think it was Kevin Hart showing people how to like tackle quarterbacks.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, you gotta cradle them gently to the ground. Read him a bedtime story.
Micah just needs to hit him and then let him fall like Kevin Hart showed when Shaq falls. Just
like, yeah, he needs to get back there and be like, lay down. Hey,
lay down and I won't hit you.
Rodgers just needs to lay down.
And then Micah will just touch him.
Yeah, and that's how we will just run it. We'll just run it like
I'm cool with that because Micah gonna get like 15 like that. I mean, because you know Micah gonna be back there.
Oh, he absolutely is gonna be back there.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
You know what could be dangerous against your team?
Huh?
Screens. The screen pass.
It could be.
Could be. I don't know if they would do it successfully, but
here's the problem. Here's the one reason it won't be dangerous against our team. Because our defense plays our offense in practice, and a screen is Mike McCarthy's favorite thing to do. All our defense knows is how to protect the screen. That's all Mike McCarthy.
You guys don't do the conventional screen, though.
No, we do the backward screen.
Yeah. You guys do hey, I got my receiver all the way on the other end behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw him the football.
So dumb.
What I want us to do
is do like a straight up running back screen.
Yeah. Let the lineman,
let him in. And go.
Let him in and go.
I'd
love to see that.
Hey, I'm gonna be real. You might not want to see that. Micah might be a little too fast. Micah be a little too fast.
let everyone else in. I need you to block Micah Parsons.
Everybody block Micah.
Everybody
5
block Micah.
on 1. I'm gonna be real.
Still
You
Micah.
do that, Trayvon Diggs might be a problem.
Oh man.
Anyway, I digress. We'll talk more about it next week.
Yo.
And that's prime time. That's the 4:30 on Sunday. That's gonna be America's game of the week. So we'll get there. But there we have it. There's our picks for week numero 9. Let us know what you guys think, whether you agree or disagree. As it stands, Brett, you and I disagree on 2. You took Carolina and Tennessee. I took Cincinnati and Kansas City. So I guess the best we can hope for is a split.
I would hope for pure dominance.
Oh, I was gonna be nice and say split so we could both keep, working towards that positiveness. But all right, fine. I hope both the people that were in the AFC Championship game last year beat the shit out of the team that can't figure out who their starting quarterback should be, and the team who lost as the number 1 seed in the first round of the playoffs. Yeah, let's root for total dominance. All right, bet.
Yeah. Because we've seen how many times Joe Burrow has kissed the ground.
We've also seen how many times Carolina's kissed their own ass.
It's true. That's true. It's weird. They're Panthers, but they're like a dog chasing their tail.
For real. We're done. Thank you guys.
We're out.
See ya.